Hi everyone, welcome to the Basic Editor Training Review. Today we're going to quickly run through workflows and what that means to actually be going through the workflow process. So let's hop onto Cascade to view a demonstration. For this demonstration, I just made an edit on this page, but the workflow process does not begin until you click on the Submit button, which is right here. And that's what prompts the workflow process. So we're going to click on Submit. Once you click on that, you'll see the Workflow Approve and Publish button. So now click on Check Content and Submit. It gives me spell check on things that might be wrong, so you always want to take a look at any misspelling. Now click on the Accessibility tab. This will show me any accessibility violation. It is extremely important that you don't move forward without making sure that there are no violations in order to be ADA compliant. Now that everything looks good, click on the blue check mark. Moving down the page just a little bit, this section allows you to leave any comments for the administrator. If this is a time-sensitive workflow, you can add a due date right here. If there's nothing else you would like the administrator to review, click on the Start Workflow button. Now let's hop back to the presentation. This flowchart shows what happens after an editor submitted workflow. There are 4 things that can happen during this process. So the first thing that can happen when you edit or create a page, you submit that page to workflow as we just went over. The administrator will see that the page looks fine. There's no issues, no accessibility concerns. We would just click approve and publish, and then that page is live instantly. So that's the end of that workflow. The second thing that could happen is we see a typo or we see some sort of small mistakes. We go into administrator edit, we edit that page, and then we push that through so the page is instantly published. The next thing that could happen is when we publish to staging. The staging environment is anything that has a URL of AUTH instead of www. So it's auth.csupublic.edu. The staging environment mainly exists for sites we're creating within the CSU Public website, and the pages don't actually appear in the live site. We use staging pages if we want other people on the team to view the draft, but we don't want them live. So that's when we publish to staging. The last thing that could happen is when we reject a workflow back to the editor. Anytime we send a workflow back, it's because we see something not complying to the web policies or to the web standards. We always provide feedback as to why we are sending something back. Sometimes it's just too much edit for us to get through, which may mean the editor is missing some sort of large component. We do have a video on next step if your workflow was rejected. So that breaks down the entire process of workflows. Before the end of this video, I want to mention a few things as an editor you should know. If a page is submitted to workflow, no one else can edit that page until the workflow has been finalized. Lastly, you should always keep an eye on the automated emails generated by Cascade because one of the administrators might leave feedback about your workflow. And that's about it. If you have any questions, you can email us at webdev@csupublic.edu. Thank you and have a wonderful day.